What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for popping into this surprise review for a straight to DVD home video sequel. This is The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. This never got a theatrical release, and honestly, I think it would be cool if Fathom or somebody did a double feature for this movie's 30th anniversary release, which I review for up in the channel right now. This movie obviously does not live up to that quality, but these characters, for me anyway, are so good. I was really excited to see the progression of that because they didn't really do anything with this first movie, like spin-offs or anything other than this direct-to-video sequel. Quasimodo also appeared in Once Upon a Studio, which Tom Hulce returned to do a little part there. And he returned in this movie as well. They got the voice cast to do the movie, which I really appreciated. And all the voice performances are great. These actors know the characters, they know their characters, and they're doing a fantastic job. Is the writing as good as the original? No. The story of this film, I'd say it takes place about 10 years later, and it's a day before this love festival where they have to declare each other's love. And Quasimodo obviously does not have any love. As he still is living up in the bell tower, he is mingling among the people. So it is nice to see that. And the opening sequence of the film and the opening musical sequence of the film, I think is really fun. How Quasimodo is able to be down there and he sings and all the characters are kind of there. It's a good song. And honestly, I think a lot of the songs in this movie are not bad. Quasimodo's song is not as good as Out There, obviously, but it's not a bad song and it's got a good melody to it. It's almost harmless. This is an hour and 10 minutes. This is a runtime of one of the earlier Disney Animated Studios films. It's not very long and it flies by. The movie has no fat in it, but it doesn't have enough time to develop these characters. And the villain, Sarouche, I feel like if they ever did a live action version, and if they were too afraid to adapt the first movie, they could adapt this and just call it The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'd be totally fine with that. Adapt the sequel into a live action. Because that first film, I mean, Disney will not make a movie like that today. That's probably why it hasn't happened. It's too mature, the themes are too dark, and they just don't do things like that anymore, which is why I have such an appreciation and love and admiration for that film. The villain in this movie, Sarouche, doesn't hold anything close, and he doesn't even have a good death. He just gets arrested at the end of the movie. So it's kind of like a Pocahontas villain defeat, Radcliffe getting gagged and thrown into the boat, all tied up. I think that this movie's fun. I think it's watchable. It's nice to see these characters return, but the music's not as good. The animation's not as good, but it does have a distinct flair and distinct style. The movie doesn't really have a distinct energy. It just kind of weaves itself along, bobs its way through. But I was entertained and I like these characters. So the movie, I don't think this is a bad film. I think it's an okay movie when Quasimodo realizes that Madeline betrays him and how he kind of storms up the stairs. I think that that's a great scene. The movie's got a lot of great visuals. You can tell they really pushed it as far as they could for a home video release. But the movie doesn't really have any big moments or anything like that, or any action or any suspense. It's just more of an entertainment. So I'm going to give The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2 3.5 out of 5 stars. I might be a little generous with it, but I like it. I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's a harmless little film that not a lot of people know about. And if you're a fan of that original movie, I would check this out. It is harmless entertainment with a story and kind of a plot that sort of fizzles out by the end of it, but it's got something to it. It's really well put together, and you can tell that the people that were working behind the scenes cared about it. Phoebus and Esmeralda's son, I really like Haley Joel Osment to the voice. I really liked him. Not that he's developed a lot either, but he's in there and he's good friends with Quasimodo, and honestly, that's all I really need. And of course, that would be the case. I love the progression of Phoebus and Esmeralda, even though they're wearing the same costumes that they did 10 years ago. So other than some of the obvious criticisms, I think The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2 is a fun film. With all that being said, what's your thoughts on the movie? And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for a bunch of reviews coming in the future, including another big anniversary release, the 20th anniversary of Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. I'm very excited to talk about that, which is one of my favorite action adventure films of all time. And as I said before, my review for The Hunchback of Notre Dame, celebrating its 30th anniversary, my personal favorite animated film of all time, that review is up on the channel right now. And you guys could also follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram at KingArises131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching this review for The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. And until next time, over and out.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2.